And the other player is ZeniiRe?
That sounds like a new tag.
Yes.
All right, well, we very much enjoy having new folks around on Training Tuesday.
Most definitely.
Like to see new faces on any day of the week. But if they were to choose any bracket to start off in, Training Tuesday is definitely the one. All right.
Oh, there's a real player?
Good choice in skin.
Yeah, it looks very nice.
When I was a kid, I played Lucario in Brawl. That was the skin that I used.
Oh, very nice.
Once I learned what competitive Smash was, Zero Suit.
Yes.
We don't got either of those on the screen, though. There's no Zero Suits. There's plenty of suit. School Suit. Joker.
Yes.
Matchup-wise, this is actually a pretty uncommon one to find, but can be very explosive. Now, that's something that's typically said for either of these characters. But, put them in conjunction with each other, exponential amounts of tomfoolery is bound to occur.
Oh, most definitely. Especially considering they both have very distinct, almost comeback mechanics.
Indeed. By Lucario, we have the OG comeback mechanic, Aura. The more you get your ass clapped, the more damage you're dealing when knockback. Bigger a lot of your tools are, which definitely comes to help when the offstage play against Joker. Like, having very large aura spheres as well as side Bs gives you some safe poking without really having to go in for your normals. But your normals are cooking once you're cooking with even just a little bit of rage. But then, of course, out with the old, we got the new, Arsene.
Yep.
Not the most recent of comeback mechanics we've seen in Ultimate, but consistently proven to be a very lethal one.
Yeah. Joker arguably being one of the better characters in the game, I would say.
And you'd be correct.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
A very dead character there.
Yeah, you're not living that. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, no, Force Palm with that much rage clocked in behind it is a very dangerous move. And ZeniiRe did a good job of holding onto it for at least using during the command grab portion of it instead of just poking with it. That being said, when it comes to the value of comeback mechanics in Ultimate, Lucario does find himself having to very heavily leverage Aura, otherwise being a relatively underwhelming character. Joker, on the other hand, pretty solid character with or without his Persona Awakened.
Yeah, it seems like that knife definitely helps. His legs are very nice. There's a lot of his buttons are pretty strong even without Arsene.
Indeed. The star of the show certainly being back air, but Special's been doing a good job of making sure not to just spam it recklessly, making good calls on when to use it, clearing out the field, taking advantage of when Arsene's around to put it out some more. Because, contrary to popular belief, it doesn't replace the hitbox. Arsene just has his own hitboxes going on.
Yeah,
So
very funky when you look at it in a hitbox.
Yeah, no, visualizations look kind of goofy, but it needs to be stated that the character still just has a very solid back air. Although Lucario showing off his own as well, and with even a little bit of rage, a very strong back air with that.
Yeah, like that small conversion did 30%.
His character kind of has problems, and if he's not dying, he becomes a problem very quickly.
Oh, yes.
Like right now, ZeniiRe hunting around with the Nair. If you get falling Nair on like a light hit of it, that confirms it's a forward smash. That's kind of gross, especially while you have rage.
Nair?
Yes.
Oh my god, I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, that spinny shit that we keep on seeing ZeniiRe land with.
Yeah.
That will go into forward smash if he gets the right hitbox for it. And if enough rage or the right positioning, take now how I said or, not and, that will kill Joker very quickly.
Yeah, these characters definitely can be scary in the right hands, from what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah, Joker's one of those characters who definitely has a lot of power to him, but reaches that difficult to master level pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Lucario almost kind of lives in that space of, like, once you learn Lucario, like, this character's cooking. But, like, you can't just futz around with him. No pickup on the Aura Sphere there, although these percentages are climbing. Shouldn't take too much for Special to find a hit confirmed to lead into kill, but on the same call...
Not much to die.
Yeah. Especially helps that Force Bomb is a command grab, so it's more like it's like a hit grab, really.
Yeah.
Because like if you whiff it, it's a projectile. It's really weird. That being said, it's grabbing you, so putting up the Rebel's Guard.
Not very helpful in that instance.
Not in that matchup. You got to be careful. You got to keep Lucario at a distance. That way, he's forced to approach you with aerials or throw an Aura Sphere at you, and then, boom, instant Persona.
Yes.
Up close, though, he gets too much off of grabs, and then Force Palm, as you saw there, did a good job of straight up deleting. So, see what Special can do moving into Game 2. Hey, there's the Zero Suit we were talking about.
I wonder how this matchup is going to play out.
The additional agility is going to do a lot to help Special. Lucario can control an all-right amount of space. But if he's spending more time chasing his opponent than actually committing to going in or peeling out of pressure, he doesn't have as much stage presence. It's one of his failings as a character in this game. Like, Lucario falls victim to the fact that Rage as a universal comeback mechanic is far more balanced in this game than it was in Ultimate, so it's not nearly as rewarding coupled with Aura. Aura scales very unusually in this game. It's still the same, you know, if he's far behind, he gets a lot of it. If he's not far behind or like it's a neutral game state, he's just sort of there, and he weakens when he's far ahead.
Okay.
But the percentages aren't really in Lucario's favor in a 3-stock format. So, just kind of always fighting at a deficit in some degree as Lucario. Because it's either you got Aura and you're behind in the game state, or you're ahead in the game state and your character has to work a little bit harder. It's a bit counterintuitive.
I mean, when a character is essentially built around comeback mechanics, it's hard to make a comeback when you're in the lead.
Indeed. But not much of a lead to be seen after the boost kick. So, we got the 2-2 stock count. Special staying in a pretty... I think this is really good spacing because you want to be close in on Lucario, but at the same time exist in a close to mid-range. So you could always take advantage of your overwhelming speed to burst out.
Okay. So like right around there is a nice distance.
Yeah, and in fact, Special doing a great job of showcasing how that good spacing gets rewarded.
Yeah.
Oh, they all taunt too! It might have been a misinput, but it was still kind of nice.
Yes, we get it. He's a little nice.
Honestly, after the string of damage, it was a well-earned one, but we got to finish our food in this house. Forward tilt clears up some of the space, and I love that. Zare into jab, practically plus on block afterwards. Like, it's Zero Suit's one of the very few characters in this game that can actually take advantage of hitting on block.
That's...
Not many characters have that claim to fame and are able to also take advantage of those numbers. Some characters do have like the pleasure of being like close to zero with hitting with something on block, even if it like stales after 1 or 2 hits. Speaking of hits, hell of a forward smash there by ZeniiRe.
Yeah, definitely needed it in that moment. Just find your opportunity and swing if you need to, especially at a deficit.
All right, good hits here from Special. ZeniiRe's doing an all right job of holding on to jump, but got to be careful when jumping around the ledge like that. Like, Lucario gets a decent amount in from jump-ins, as you've seen from ZeniiRe moving around with using Dare and Nair a lot.
Yeah.
Like, that would have killed. That would have straight up killed.
Kill?
That will kill. At those percentages, yes, sir. Let's see a game 3.
Kalos is the stage. Makes sense.
A very interesting choice because Lucario can take really good advantage of this stage. When he does get into that point where like everything he has immense knockback and damage, then yeah, it being on a big setting doesn't really matter. Zero Suit, on the other hand, does have to work a bit harder to keep up her pressure, especially at the ledge. That platform does a little bit for giving Lucario extra options, and it does more for just getting in Zero Suit's way, which can prove to be a nuisance for Special as the set moves on. But a clean move in from Special.
Yeah,
Nicely
we like to see the
executed.
movement.
As I always like to highlight when it comes to stuff like that, it's one thing to know how to move nice. It's a whole other thing to know when to make the decision to move nice like that and do it practically. And Special done a great job of that so far in these 2 games of Zero Suit. You are dead.
Yeah, that was a little ambitious of an upbeat.
Yeah, Extreme Speed is a temperamental move, let's say. That's a nice way of saying dysfunctional. You get 3 different types of landings. You either get a clean one that has like very little end lag. You either bounce and you're just sort of in like a pseudo free fall animation. It's really crappy. Or you hit someone and then you like kind of fly around a little bit afterwards. And it's not as much as like making a bad landing, but regardless. When you're trying to do something like that, just hit the ledge. It's a little bit harder to aim, but it's worth it. And you can't be hanging on the ledge too long. When Aura Sphere starts getting that large, it is poking you.
Yeah. I feel Special might be getting a little too comfortable right now. Could be, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, unfortunately for him, like, Lucario is not the kind of character you can afford to get too comfortable with. Because you could be outplaying your opponent for the whole game, but when it comes down to those last stocks and he's at high percentage, Lucario could get the better of you.
Yeah, against a character that is known for comebacks, you don't want to style on them and then give them an opportunity that they shouldn't have gotten previously.
All right. Safe jumps from Special, not committing too hard to going in. He's in a really good spot. He doesn't have to rush for the kill, but he can do it anyways. Just wait for that opportunity. Now, this is a very healthy lead to sit in. Not that much damage, all things considered, and a stock up. But Lucario going to be sitting with a lot of firepower behind those normals. That probably would have killed. Like very killed if that hit.
Really?
Forward smash, that's a hell of a move.
Smash. Okay, I thought you were talking about Zero Suit upbeat for a second.
Oh, no. That move is... it's good when it needs to be. It's definitely not a like a renegade early kill option as it was in previous versions of Smash, but like you're not finding it killing at like 30. Oh my lord!
Oh, I think he lost Star Charge. Oh no!
Oh no, he had it and he let it rip.
Yeah, I thought he let it loose and got hit out of it.
All right, tied stocks, but 89% means that ZeniiRe is getting plenty of aura charge behind moves and. That's a really good corner carry, 41%.
No berries, so no kill, but getting the damage, which could be a double-edged sword in this case.
Yeah, this is a situation where you have to be able to get your kills, otherwise it just gets more and more dangerous very, very quickly. Back air almost killing from center stage.
Okay, that was kind of funny.
You see how large Force Palm is?
Yes.
Just a blue raspberry flavored shotgun. Taking up like a third of this massive stage.
Delicious.
That back air is absolutely killing. But forward air will do it first. From the jaws of defeat, Special manages to take it 2-1.